was called to come and diagnose this vehicle with the sleepy light on. So first scan the vehicle and scan the whole vehicle and know the actual problem. Smart key 2015 Camry. To scan and scan the whole vehicle and see what's the actual problem. It's coming on the light. So what I'll do is I'll scan the whole system, and if I get to know, because most of the sleepy light is due to the steering angle sensor, that's why most of the time the sleepy light comes on. But if it comes on with the check engine light, most of the time it's a emission related issue. So when it comes on alone, then that means it will be because of the steering angle sensor or something. So let me check why it's on. So go to the ABS, check the report, throttle performance minimum. So steering angle sensor internal circuit malfunction. So what I'll do is I'll erase all the fault code. Let me turn off the vehicle, turn it on, and quick erase. So with Toyota, when you see the code to be history and current, and you erase it, wouldn't go. So I'll take off the steering and check the angle sensor position. So let me go into the ABS and check the steering angle sensor position first before. So you can see the steering angle sensor 1044 degrees. Wow, it's out of range. So what I'll do is I'll take it off and rewind it and see if it will work. If it doesn't work, then we know what to do from there. So let me close it. If it doesn't work, then we advise the customer to replace it, or I'll replace it. This Camry, when you are removing the airbag unit, which I have to turn off the key, and it's advisable to take off the battery terminal, but I'm not doing it. It's advisable to take off the battery terminal, and you can see this pin, this thing, you push it up. You see the pin here, so you push it up to move it from it, then you go and turn it again and push the other side also up. So the pin, so these are the pins that you'll be pushing. So these are the pin, you push this one, this pin, and this one, you push it backwards and it will release it, and you push this one also and it will release it, to release the airbag out. Taking the airbag unit out, you mark on the steering so that you don't do alignment again. So you mark on the steering exact to know the position it is. So I will take off the 19 knot. Let me take out the socket. So I'll take off the 19 knot and take the clock spring out and take out the steering wheel. Taking the steering wheel out, you take out these two screws, then take this thing out and take this cover also out, so that you can get access to the steering angle sensor. So what I'll do now is I'll take the whole thing out, then I'll try and turn it and see. I'll take the steering angle sensor out and try and turn it and see if it will give me any information. So now I've taken the clock spring, or Toyota will call it a spiral cable. I've taken it out. So what I'll do is I'll take out the steering angle sensor, and this is the steering angle sensor, and start to read it and see if there will be any change. So with this one, I've separated the steering angle sensor from the spiral cable. So this is the steering angle sensor. So what I'll do now is I'll turn the ignition on, and also turn the ignition on, and also turn my machine on. So we'll go to live data. So as you can see, the steering angle sensor, and I'll be turning it and see if it is turning. It's not changing. If it is changing, like, the steering angle sensor will also be changing as I'm turning it, but it's not changing. It's still at the same point. So what I'll do now is I'll replace it. The key is on. I got a used one, so I'll place in the used one and check. So I'll place in the socket and check if it will change, if the angle will change. So you can see the moment I put in the used one and and the angle changed to, you can see that now the angle is reading as I'm trying to turn. With the Camry, it is being locked, so when you turn it to a certain position, it is locked. It will get locked at that angle, so it will not move again. When you turn it to the other side also, so you can see now it's reading. So let me put it at 0 degrees. Now it's reading. That means this sensor is faulty, and this car's spiral cable too is faulty, so I wouldn't use it. I'll use another one also because it's opened. And you can see that the light is off. The slippery light is off because now the steering angle sensor is working. So I'll fix everything back and give it to the customer and call it done. Now everything is fixed, and I'll fix back the steering. You see it gets locked. Whenever I turn it gets locked. So the moment I push in the steering, it will be open because of this locker. So if you can see, this is what makes it lock. There's a spring in it. So the moment I put the steering will push it back, and it will be free for it to turn now. So after fixing everything and fixing the nut, you see these lockers. This 1, 2, 3 lockers are what, when I push in it to lock to these things. So these things will let it lock, and the last one is added down there, which will lock it. So the moment I push it in, it is locked. And let me start the vehicle now. And I have to turn the steering 360 to make sure everything is okay. So that means everything is okay, and the light is off. And I can also check it on the machine itself, and you can see I'm at 0 degrees. I'm at -1 and almost 0. So when I turn to my right, it goes to negative. When I turn to my left, it goes to positive, and you can see it as it is. So I'm done fixing this vehicle. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. So now we read the fault code and see it's now at history. So what I'll do is I'll go back and quick erase it. I think for the engine check engine light, it will be for another video. So now I'm done, and the slippery light is off.